You are listening to KC Sports Network, proudly presented by Emprise Bank, your partner in possible.
What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to another week of Currently on KC Sports Network. It's me, the inevitable Daniel Kooser, here with Chris Wright. Deja vu? What? Just the two of us, man. We're running the show now. What's going on?
Death, taxes, and Dan Kooser.
There it is.
3 guarantees in life.
So, guarantees, my friend.
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good.
Good. Glad to hear it. Appreciated you filling in yesterday for sporting. We had a good little podcast, good little content. Got some good feedback on that today from people, mainly my wife. She's my biggest hype man.
I'll take it. I'll take anything.
Take anything. That's what I say, man. A lot of times significant others can be the most brutal critics, right? And you want that. You want that honest feedback. So when your spouse is saying nice things, it's true, because she has no problem checking my ass and putting me in my place. So positive comments are always welcome.
Absolutely. Jimmy has big shoes to fill. Big shoes to fill from Jimmy. So
what's that mean? Like his to be my spouse?
No. Me subbing in for the podcast. Like he's awesome.
Yeah. Jimmy's gone. Don't really know what he's doing because I can't keep track of your guys' schedules. I don't know what's going on anymore. I don't know which way's up. I'm just getting through the days, man. And life is good. So we both have full-time jobs, and then we do this, and we've now done it twice a week. So here we are. KC Current, dude. Little bit of news out there, but first off, if you guys could be so kind, if you guys and gals have yet to go leave a review on Apple Podcasts, we greatly appreciate that. I'll have to check those. I don't think we got any new ones yet, but I try to check those about weekly. If not, get it done. Spotify, you can do that as well. Have you left a review, Chris?
Why do you gotta put me on the spot like that?
Because you don't have an iPhone. Join us, join the hive mind, and be one of us.
Well, I did just get the MLS pass on Apple TV, so
sure.
I don't know. I have an account now, I guess. I don't know.
That's
can do that.
And we know that KC Current, they're gonna be playing on Paramount Plus again, right? NWSL having all those games again.
Yeah, for this year, I believe. Yeah.
Cool. I don't mind that. It was a pretty decent setup, pretty easy to find in their app in the sports ticker section, and you kind of scroll down just a few. It shows live NWSL games that are happening or coming up. You find that easy to find? I mean, you do all right?
Yeah. No, it's the only thing I don't like is when like they, the game is on like Twitch or something, or what is it, CBS Sports. That's when I get kind of frustrated. But
yes, I don't need comments with my games. I don't need to see people engaging. I just want me and the TV. Leave me alone.
Right. And
I'll text you occasionally. It's just how it is. Those comments keep rolling, and I'm like, every third one is like, come check out this site for investments or something.
Yeah, half of it's spam anyway. Yeah,
100%.
I don't want that stuff.
You get some secret sex bots coming in there. Ooh, want to see me naked? Nope. No, I don't.
I do like some emojis, like unsolicited emojis.
No, only takes your credit card number. Stop trying to take advantage of us, all right? Oh, buddy. Hey, as always, you put together a nice little document, little tidbit in the old Microsoft Outlook here. But I tell you, one of the most recent things as of late, as to note, that happened I don't know, what was it today? It was Wednesday, the 22nd.
This afternoon, yeah.
The 22nd, Spaanstra. We signed our draft pick, Alexa Spaanstra. She's forward/midfielder. Not through the end of the year, through next year. So through 2024, a little 2-year deal. So like what they're seeing out of Spaanstra, to give the old 2-year seal of approval.
Yeah, no, I think she was arguably one of the steals of the draft, right? Just dropping down to 10 for us. A versatile player, a player I'm excited to see. It's going to provide some depth too this year, with the Challenge Cup and maybe some national team duty. I'm just happy to have her on. And with her and Cooper signing at this point, the two most obvious players who got contracts did, right? We knew Cooper would. We knew Spaanstra would. Now is going to get to the nitty-gritty in terms of who gets a contract with the team. So something to keep an eye on as preseason continues. But I'm happy to have her, man. She's a heck of a player. I'm happy for her, but ready to get this thing going.
Was she the one that when we had draft extraordinaire Chris Henderson on here, was she the one that he said we'd be lucky to get and doesn't anticipate us getting her?
We should do backflips. That's what he said.
As we said.
That's what he said. So, yeah.
Because he absolutely did not expect her to last that long.
Right.
Cool.
Yeah. So we got a hell of a player, man. We got a good player. So
I'm excited about that. Absolutely. Man, do you know when our first home game is off the top of your head? Do you know when it is? Don't look. Don't you cheat.
No.
Because I do. I'm quizzing you.
Why you gotta put me on the spot? I prepped this format. I give you some tidbits.
You gotta get excited.
And then you hit me with some questions I didn't know were coming. This is how this works, apparently.
Listen. I'm sorry. I'm a blast. I like the blast. I think it's April 1st, right? April Fool's.
Yeah, because that's the Portland.
Yes, and it's at 11:50 a.m.
I like it. I'm an early riser now.
I'm fine with that. And let me get you, that's closing night of my show. So I was like, oh man, I'm not going to be able to go to that game. But then I saw the time and I was like, oh, I'm going. I just can't super yell and lose my voice or anything. But that's going to be an exciting freaking day. I'm pumped to get to go to that. But that seems like forever away. We're talking a month and a week. It just still seems like so long till we get to watch them at home, you know?
Yeah, but you know what, though? I mean, there's going to be plenty of soccer coming up, right? So we got, obviously, national team games coming up. We're going to talk about the preseason schedule a little bit later. That's going to, get us into March, around March 11th. At that point, we'll kind of know what this roster is going to look like. And, I know we're an NWSL women's soccer podcast, but sporting is going to be going on. So that's just a little extra soccer in our life to kind of carry us over, I guess.
True. We'll let sporting be the appetizer while we wait for the main course.
Exactly.
There it is. Dude, speaking of, I don't want to go a little bit of international play you mentioned there. Michelle Cooper had a goal, and because she was with the U23s, the national team. That's exciting. What'd you put in there in your tidbits? You put from her left. She scored with her left foot or something?
Yep. So she scored against France.
It's the Dan Kooser special.
It is. The Dan Kooser special is a tap in, and he skyrockets it over the goal.
Well, but I only make difficult goals. Okay, if the net's wide open, I'm like, I don't got time for this, so I just sky it over. I like to make highlights.
Highlights and lowlights, nothing in between.
Nothing in between. Absolutely.
But she scored around the top of the box with her left foot, and she kind of slipped on her strike as well. And it still went in, had plenty of pace.
Wow.
So, seeing her and Spaanstra, get that kind of experience, it makes me happy.
I don't need her falling down. All right. She's a very protected asset on our team. To be drafted so highly and to be probably play an integral role on our team. Stay off the ground, Michelle. We need you healthy. If you're listening, please don't get hurt.
And play on quality fields. We need.
Hey, that goes for everyone on the team. Injuries, man, it happens to the best of us. But just everyone needs to just stay healthy, and maybe that'll be better if they play on decent fields, like you said.
Yeah.
Dude, USWNT is in the thick of things with the SheBelieves Cup. Best name for a competition? Probably not, but that's okay because we are watching meaningful soccer and meaningful players that are presumably getting an audition for the World Cup roster, which can we just say right now that it's Mallory Swanson's job to lose up there as the striker?
Every time when I watched the goal in the replay of how she settled that ball, bouncing off her knee, kept her touch to keep it in front of her, but not, it too heavy, right? Like, and the finish, man, it's her year. It is absolutely her year.
So much so that I stopped saying Mallory Pugh very quickly because all I'm hearing now is Mallory Swanson, Mallory Swanson. If you hear it enough times, it becomes, natural to say. But before that, I was just like, Mallory Pugh, Swanson, goddamn, I'm so sorry. Mallory Swanson, dude, it's her job to lose, and she just looks so natural. So much so that I don't want to see her subbed out in the 60-something minute like it happens, and I get it, giving other people a look. Ideally, we're supposed to win this competition, right? The SheBelieves Cup.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, it's
the highest team.
Exactly. But we're also playing very highly ranked teams, all the way from like number 2 to number 10 in there. We're playing top 10 teams every freaking time. Japan's, freaking Canada. Canada just came off a gold medal performance at the Olympics. So, safe to say they're pretty good.
Yeah. Brazil today. We played Brazil today with, the Binha.
Oh, yeah. If you're listening to this, hopefully we got the job done. But that'd be interesting, man. Are you going to try to watch that?
Yeah, I'm absolutely going to watch it.
Yeah.
They have the watch party,
okay.
but unfortunately, not able to make that. But
where's that at?
Is it Power and Light, I think, or is it somewhere else?
They do some Johnny's Tavern stuff sometimes, so I wondered if it was Johnny's, but we'll look into that. It's exciting, man. I unfortunately don't get to watch a whole lot of it tonight, but Debinha scoring goals. There you go. Jordan coming in hot. That's what he's here for. Jordan coming in hot at Johnny's.
Yep.
Johnny's Tavern, man.
Thank you, Jordan.
It's a whole Debinha's getting on the scorecard as well. These are our players. They might be playing against each other and for opposite teams, but these are our players doing big things, and it's pretty cool. AD French, though, yes, she's our player. Yes, she's with the team. She has yet to see the field. What's that about? How come another goalkeeper started last game over AD French?
That I don't know. I do wonder if maybe Vlatko's trying to space out the starts. Like, Casey got the start last game. Maybe this game, French gets the start, just to kind of see what we have, see if these are the 3 that he wants to carry into the World Cup. So I'm kind of hoping that's the case. When I saw Casey Murphy start, that's kind of what I was hoping would happen, was she would start and then French would, get the start today. I will say that goal by Debinha was pretty sweet, and it was a great assist by Marta, and she rocketed that thing in there. And one thing I really liked afterwards, though, is that they were interviewed by a lot of people, and they asked her, about Kansas City, and she said she's really happy with her choice to come to Kansas City. And she mentioned a stadium as well. So that just goes to show you how much of a selling point the investment by this, this ownership team is to bring in these top class players that we talk about all the time, but it just reinforces it over and over.
Yeah. It's always nice to hear your player talk good about you and about your facilities and everything. Also, what are they going to do? They're also your employee. I mean, they're not going to say bad things about you, but they could say nothing. They could choose not to speak on anything. And the fact that they do choose to say good things and show their excitement to be here and get excited to get in front of the fans here in a month or so. And that's cool, man. It gets me excited. And to see her getting on the score sheet like that, I'm pumped, dude. I remember when the Debinha signing happened, you were freaking jazzed. You were just geeking out like crazy. I didn't understand you had to explain to me the magnitude of the signing. I didn't know who this person was all that much. So love it.
I mean, she was the one player. She was the best player in the NWSL in terms of a free agent. Like, where would she land? Most people thought she'd go off to Europe, man, and then found her way into Kansas City. So, absolutely love it.
And she'd totally start if she was American national. She would start on that team as well, right?
In a hard problem, no question.
Is Brazil's top 10 as well, right? And they're in the FIFA rankings.
I believe so. I don't have the rankings in front, but yeah,
right. I was looking at it the other day, and I was like, these are good teams that we're playing in this competition. I know it's just a silly little, side cup or whatever, but it's still great practice against great players before a great competition this summer. And it's getting me pretty excited, man. And if you're a U.S. Women's National Team fan, you know that World Cups are the deal. And you know the excitement behind them. And this summer's going to be freaking baller.
Yeah, Marta's coming back. She's a soccer legend. Came back from an ACL injury. She had an assist. She plays for Orlando. So she's always an asset to have in the league. And to watch her play in the World Cup, which this has to be her last World Cup, right? It is really cool. Savor those moments watching a player like her. It's her last World Cup, probably.
No doubt, man. Well, we are going to get some kind of soccer coming up, but similar to most preseason schedules, the only way you're going to see it is if you travel there, and the only way you're going to see it if you travel there is one game, supposedly, is open to the public. First game's actually tonight. If you're listening to this on February the 23rd, they play against Orlando Pride, and you've noted here that's the only game open to the public. No stream or anything for us. I'm sure maybe there's some kind of social media engagement, play-by-play update, if you will. I don't know. I haven't saw anything about that.
I think there will be. I think yeah.
It's cool. It's cool, but the games we're playing down in Orlando against Orlando at their stadium, but then Chicago comes down to play them in Bradenton, and then we head out to San Diego second week of March against Houston and San Diego Wave. So just a little camp out in San Diego. What a time. Just preseason training camp is just a little vacation, really. Hey, let's go down to Florida, spend a couple weeks. All right, let's head out opposite coast, head out to beautiful San Diego for a couple weeks, while Kansas is getting like, well, maybe we'll get snow. Maybe it's fall today. Maybe today is 60 degrees. It's beautiful. Pop the hoodie off. Life is good. Just kidding. Tomorrow, your nipples are falling off. It's a crazy time, dude. And that's what I love about this state. Keeps you on your toes.
It absolutely does. But man, why can't I watch these preseason games? I want to watch them. I understand the thought behind it. I understand MLS is the same way. For the most part, I think they televise one or two, or something.
How would you do it? You'd have to have money allocated towards that as a club and say, hey, we're going to have a camera. We're going to have an operator. Maybe pay someone to do play-by-play. Maybe not even pay someone. Maybe grab someone that's already on the staff and ask them to do their best at play-by-play. And then there's a broadcasting career in the making that they didn't know they had, And
why are you shooting me dead? I want to see this happen. Just get Allie Trost out there, have her do the play-by-play.
We'll do it. Let's go.
You
got to pay us.
Are you good? It doesn't need to be fancy. I just want to watch the team. I know everybody probably feels the same way. I want to see what Potter's doing. I want to see the rookies get a chance. Theoretically, we might not get to see any of the draft picks play, right? Because some of them won't make the team. I might not even get to see a player play.
Well, maybe our good buddy Grace Rogers is down there. She works for the club, and maybe she could just live stream on Twitch and run up and down the sidelines and shit. Grace, could you do that for us?
I don't care if she has YouTube on her phone live, just running up and down.
Could you just, is it like copyright infringement if you just go Instagram live on that shit and we'll all tap into your IG? That'd be great.
Yeah, something. Give me something. But yeah.
Can you imagine? They're on a breakaway. Hold on. Holding the phone all steady and shit.
Can we just put a GoPro on the ref, on the.
Yeah, absolutely. If you could just get a little golf cart, pop someone in a golf cart, you're holding the phone. Oh, got to go to the other end. They're on a breakaway. It's 3-on-2,
You can see a golf cart in the distance just doing figure eights.
These are great visuals, man. But I think it's a money thing. You don't have the resources to do this stuff, to pay people to do it, to bring all the big high-def equipment, sound, microphones. I'm just speculating, but that makes the most sense to me.
You're right. I know they're spending more resources on the presentation of the games now in the league, so it makes sense. I don't know. I just want to watch my team play. I want to watch the players who might not make the team. I want to just kind of see That's how you like learn about the league, right? Like some of these players might go to another team. Well, had I been able to watch a preseason game, I might have learned a little something.
You are literally describing Hard Knocks. This is why we watch Hard Knocks on HBO to learn shit.
Hard Knocks NWSL. How come there's Grace?
Fire it up.
Happen.
Fire it up.
This is a $1 million idea right there.
I'm in. I don't even know what you call it, but I'll workshop it.
Please do.
Well, that's these games will be fun, man. That Orlando game, though, I don't know. You pop into the Discord every once in a while. Anyone heading down there from the Blue Crew at all?
No, not that I'm aware of. The most travel chatter I hear are for some regular season games.
Some people going out to like Angel City and stuff.
Yeah.
Great stadium, man. I loved it out there. Great food. Buddy, they got a vegan chicken stand. Oh my God. Hell of a time. Delicious.
Your face
I was
is
eating
saying
chicken
it all right now. Your face is saying it all.
I thought I was eating chicken. I was like, you sure this is vegan? Where does it say vegan? They don't put vegan in the name anymore. They put like plant-based, right? Because the word vegan scares people away for some reason. I don't know what it is. They're like, oh, it's vegan. So you mean bunny rabbits eat it? Like that's, it's ridiculous.
Somehow it's a controversial term. I don't know. Like,
I mean, I eat plant-based, yes. But if I'm saying I'm a vegan, sorry, I own quite a few pairs of Jordans that would say that I'm not a true vegan, since they're made of leather. So what are you going to do? That was just me flexing my shoe game real quick. Little shoe flex.
And if you follow Dan on Instagram, you see the got 'em or whatever, the shoe sneaker heads, whatever they are nowadays. I don't know sneaker stuff.
Had to tone that back, my friend. Sometimes other finances come up and you got to set your hobbies aside. Jordan's F-bombing the sneakers app because he's just mad because he's not a winner. I got you, Jordan. I'll rub off some luck on you, buddy. That sounded dirty, but I will share my luck with you. You don't make faces. If you're watching us on YouTube, stop. It's not worth it. Hey, VAR, what's happening with VAR?
Buddy, they are testing VAR on the current Pride game tomorrow. So I don't know exactly what aspects they're going to test of it, but I'm just happy they're doing it, man. I'm happy it's finally coming into the league. It should be here, obviously. I'm excited. I'm excited we're here, man.
We have made it. We have seen the future, and it looks good.
It legitimizes the league, right? Like,
for sure.
What kind of league nowadays does not have VAR?
Exactly. It's like before. It's like, oh, they don't get VAR because that's just a silly women's game, and it's like, put some respect on this game, dude. And now it's happening, and it's like, it just feels a little more legitimized, like you said.
Well, every time we would watch a game, and there'd be like a call in the box, right? And then you watch it on replay or something like that. It was not always a great call. In both ways, right? Like maybe it went for the current or against, but you need to clean that stuff up, man. And you know, this refereeing needs to be regulated to some degree, and this kind of helps put it into check.
Hey, I'll be the first one to say that I think we benefited from some pretty soft penalty calls last year. I think, not saying I didn't enjoy it, but there were times where I was just like, that was soft. Don't say anything. Shut up. Everybody shut up. You know, because Labonta's getting her goal count there with some PKs and everything. But I think there were some that probably VAR would have overturned against us.
Yeah. But, you know,
it'll be good.
What it is, right?
It'll be good to add to the consistency and the integrity of the game. And I hope it's used correctly. I hope the referees don't just kind of like pee their pants and then like, oh no, we actually have to, okay, everybody calm down. We got to use this. I hope it's done well. Because sometimes we see MLS and it's like we clearly think it's going to be a certain call, then it's not. And it's like, I don't really understand. Or like the referee ultimately decides not to go review it. Like it literally does not count against them to review it. I'd be reviewing everything. Because in MLS anyways, the head referee can hear from the guy in the booth and they'll be like, hey Bob, I think you should review it. Of course, you get the final call. Head referee gets the final call. And the machismo of these guys, the audacity, they just go, nah, I'm sticking with my call. What? You can't go look at your own call and see maybe you made a mistake? What kind of pompous stuff is that? To say that, I'm sticking with it, I don't make mistakes.
You know what I want? I want that audio to be public. I want to take that to the next level. I want to hear the booth say, hey, I think you should take a look at this call.
But ultimately it's yours.
Yep. And I want to hear that conversation.
I want to hear the guy say, nah, I'm good. That's like, dude, that's like someone saying like, Chris, I think you should take another look at that report you submitted. And you're like, nah, that's good. Oh my God. You would be hated. You'd be like, wow, I don't want to work with this pompous dick. He thinks his shit don't stink. He thinks he just makes every call correct. I don't know, man. It takes a lot. I have that level of humility where I'm like, I think I made the right call, but I'll take a look at it. What's the worst that could happen? You got to add 2 minutes of extra time? Oh, boy.
Well, especially when you look at the consequence, right? Playoff or teams not making the playoffs, players losing their jobs. Like,
yeah,
this stuff matters, and they should treat it like it does.
Yeah. And then I assume the referee will get reviewed by like the referee organization later. Their calls are all going to get looked at, just like a team reviews game film, So I'm sure that stuff comes up later, and boss is like, yeah, you missed that one, so we're bumping you down to like sideline referee next game. I don't know how that works. It probably doesn't. It's probably all about who you know and how long you've been there and shit.
Yeah.
Just like every job. It's all about who you know. Are you kissing enough butt? Then you're doing the right thing. That's America, bro. That's America. Just how it is. We're going to go America all over their asses. Hey, NWSL's considering a schedule change. I hadn't heard of this. Talk to me.
I just saw it today. According to Jeff Kassouf, who's a highly respected women's soccer journalist on Twitter.
Name.
He's awesome. He writes for The Equalizer, I believe. That the NWSL are considering a schedule change, moving to a fall to spring format, which a game in Chicago in January does not sound fun. But I think they're just trying to align that a little more with like the European schedule.
Well, I don't know are we supposed to like this? Do you like this?
I don't know. Probably not, because I don't want to go to games in December.
I think, lining up with European schedule, sure, but also maybe it's also to take a little more focus and be more of a soccer option in the U.S. Outside of Major League Soccer. So Major League Soccer wraps up, but women's soccer keeps going. That could have been a talking point. But, dude, you went to MLS Cup 2013. And while you had a great time, you also lost your limbs in the cold. Like
I had hand warmers in my shoes. It was miserable in terms of weather.
Insane. It was one of the coldest. It still stands as like the coldest MLS Cup, right?
I don't know if it's the coldest, but it felt like the coldest. I would have told you yes when I was there. It was miserable.
I have a level of little side note to that game. I was not a fan yet of Sporting, right? So I do have a level of jealousy, as in I would have loved to be at a cup final, but also I'm not that jealous. It's like, it looked pretty miserable. So steam just coming out of people's face, And
the soccer was muddy, not physical mud on the ground, but it was just a cold mud.
They missed a lot of open shots.
Yeah, it was not. It wasn't a bad game, but it was not a great game if you're not a fan, if you're a casual viewer, aside from the PKs. But, the quality of the play can decrease in those type of conditions. You don't want to decrease the quality of play. It goes, the opposite of what we're trying to do here.
Very true.
So, I don't know. I don't know if they're truly considering it or if it's just something that they just kind of threw out, reporting, caught it. But it was worth a mention.
It's worth a mention, man. I don't It's not realistic, right? Like not right now. It's not a real conversation point.
I don't think so. I think, they'd have to get the owner's feedback, the lead, everybody involved's feedback. And I don't see that being a thing for a little while.
I don't think so because dude, it's not just us that don't want to like go to a game in January or December, but it's like, what team wants to travel to play us? It's like, you're going to just have the coastal teams play? It just sounds, I don't know, man. It sounds miserable.
I'm sure San Diego and LA wouldn't mind,
Sure, it's great.
Beautiful
I'm
there.
sure Orlando would be fine too.
Houston, yeah.
Texas, absolutely. Some mild weather down there, great soccer weather. But you come up here, you might get lucky on a February 22nd like today that was like 61 degrees out. But guess what? It was 61 degrees at like noon. Buddy, it's 4 o'clock right now and it's 45 degrees. It's going to get like 17 overnight. This place is crazy.
Are you going to do a night game in New York, in January?
No.
That's silly. That's absolutely silly.
It's absolutely nuts. I'm not on board with it. I hope it gets shot down with fervent vigor. I mean it. Serious.
Yeah.
What else you want to talk about?
Oh man, I think there wasn't a whole lot this week.
No,
that's kind of it though, man. But I'm really excited to see the rest of this SheBelieves Cup.
Yep.
Looking ahead to the World Cup, seeing how they get Swanson, Sophie Smith, Alex Morgan, Katarina Macario. Those are all really good attacking options.
Alex Morgan just had her 200th national team cap. They presented her with a little number 200 jersey on the field. That was kind of neat.
Yeah.
She had her kid there and her husband and everything. That was fun.
She's been playing for a while now.
She's a name, dude. She's that name that everyone knows, showing up in commercials and shit. Freaking, well, she was in a Super Bowl commercial, for God's sakes. I don't even remember what that was, but I was like, is that fucking Alex Morgan? What the hell?
I mean, she's probably one of the most notable faces of American soccer. Her and Rapinoe, probably.
Right now, yeah, she's up there with, with the, I don't know, who are the past faces of women's soccer?
Oh, man, Mia Hamm?
Mia Hamm, yep.
Yeah.
Brandy.
Chastain?
Yep, Chastain.
Yeah.
Hope Solo, maybe, was kind of, she got a little controversial.
Yeah.
She was beating people up, supposedly.
Don't
know much about it.
Goalkeepers are rather tough. But yeah,
I ain't fighting her.
Nope.
Hey, I feel that it's been productive, man. Short and sweet on the episode, but we covered what there was to cover. We're looking forward to the game here in about a month or so, and life is good. Everything good on your end? You got anything you want to talk about personally? You feeling you can use me as better help. Self-talk or whatever. What's it called?
Are you trying to get an advertisement here? Does BetterHelp need to?
Nah, man. We only do like Tushy Bidet and DraftKings. We only like to bet and clean our butts.
Yeah, well, that's fair.
Do it. Hey, go to tushy.com/no other. You're gonna get 10% off your order. It's a great freaking product. What are you gonna do?
It's a great deal. I'm out of the country here in a few days. I'm excited. I'm sad that I will not be able to be on the podcast next week. You guys are going to be talking about the games with Orlando and Chicago, probably, or at least what's tweeted out.
We'll see, man. Your guys got Tech Week coming up, so if Jimmy can make it work, if Jordan Tucker can make it work, we'll have to see what happens. But yeah, where are you going?
I'm going to Ireland.
In the world? For what?
Just the living life. Just
been there before?
I have not.
Are you up to drink beers?
I might have one to say I did, because it's like a Guinness or something.
Yeah.
But I don't really drink much, so it's not something I'm gonna be a connoisseur of. But I might just do one Guinness.
Do you have to kiss the Blarney Stone?
Maybe. Might
do
that.
Thing. Yeah. Right. In the world of COVID, seems like a good idea.
Just put a hand sanitizer on my lips before I do it. That'd be okay.
Oh my God.
I'm probably gonna catch a Shamrock Rovers game.
What is that?
It's their men's. Their men's team's the most notable.
The Irish Premier League. Okay.
Yeah. I tried to find a women's soccer game I could make work, because I'd love to go to a women's soccer game in Ireland, but I couldn't find one where schedule allowed. And they do not do a great job at making that information. So get it together, Ireland. Get it together. But excited though, man. Excited.
Dude, are you just backpacking and doing the whole hostel thing that you like to do?
I am.
So wild to me. We were so different. Chris is this freaking salt of the earth traveling man, and I'm like, you better put me in that 5-star hotel. If there's a spa, it's a plus. And Chris is like living off the grid. He's like, I'll just go hike this mountain. Maybe I'll meet some friends that might murder me. Maybe they won't. You just take chances. And I'm like, it's unsafe, sir. It's very unsafe.
Dan is an all-inclusive kind of guy. I'm like, just put me out there at the masses. Let the chips fall where they may. See what happens.
It's a damn shame you don't like to grow a beard, because the way you live your life sometimes, you need a big old beard and just reckless abandonment. You're just going out, hanging out with goats on mountains and backpacking and putting a tent in a tree so you don't get, attacked by bears. It's just, I'm just making shit up by the way, but you're like, that's probably a great idea.
I mean, I'm for it. I mean, if I could grow a beard, I absolutely would. I cannot.
Could you just try for like the sake of the podcast?
If I did, it would come in really patchy and really trashy. Like it cut, I could not get anything flowing like what it looks like you have there.
It's not flowing. I like to keep it short. That intentional 5 o'clock shadow situation.
I mean, like one spot will grow, or I'll have one long hair. It's weird. I don't know what's going on under my skin, but it's not pretty.
Hormones are weird, my friend.
Oh, it's not pretty.
Well, cool, buddy. Well, you be safe. We'll all miss you. And, bring me back some swag or something. I don't know.
Get you a scarf or something.
Oh, shit. An Ireland scarf for the studio.
Do you want a Shamrock scarf, or do you want an Ireland national team scarf?
Oh, probably national team, if that's even possible. I have an Ireland national team polo, because I'm part Irish. I did Ancestry DNA, and I was like, yeah, I'm a fan of Ireland now.
I looked at mine last night, and I'm 11% Irish.
Hey, all right.
So, I don't know. Whatever that's worth.
Love it, man. I hope you'll be promoting It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia out there, and, talking all things sunny.
Absolutely.
Cool, buddy. Well, folks, we appreciate you tuning in and listening to KC Current stuff, as well as just genuine hijinks. So we love you. And if you want to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, we're at NoOtherPod, at Dan Kooser, at Chris Wright 21. You can email us, nootherpod@gmail.com. We'll take your questions. And leave us ratings and reviews and all that good stuff. So for Chris, Irish Chris, and regular ass Dan, we love you so much. We'll see ya.
Thanks for watching this production of KC Sports Network, the fastest growing sports media network in Kansas City. Check out these videos that feature our team of more than 15 former players, insiders, and analysts, bringing you the best Chiefs coverage you can find. Entertain, educate, inform. KC Sports Network.